bit of the world, quite a big bit, because this is going to be ours, I think. I mean, we're going to get 2 or 3 cities onto this rock. We've got one coming up here. We might be able to get another one down here. And we'll probably get some cities on this tundra because we want to build that thing that I just talked about, which I can't remember the name of. But if you follow this coastline up and around and down, we are trapped in the ice. We're not exploring, we're not circumnavigating, we're not doing anything like that at this precise moment of time, at least. Essentially, they all have the little red insufficient amenities thing going on. I don't know if we can grasp any amenities from anywhere else. Let's have a look. If we start off with him, we can try and grab some elephants. What would it take? What's that? 32 gold for elephant. So that's going to start costing us money. That's my concern, and we don't actually have a lot of money. What are we talking about with amenities? -1, -1. I mean, that's not drastic. We can live without amenities for a little bit longer, and hopefully when we kind of like start colonising elsewhere, we'll pick up a few more, and the situation won't be so bad. Let's build industrial district. We're going to build a library and university, I think, in Zhao, followed by something else. We need a commercial district, and I think intelligence age is going to be what we're going to go for here. 2 archers, so we can come out of the professional army civic and we can replace that with something else. I don't know what we're going to replace it with, but we're not going to be replacing that with anything for another 20 turns or so, because that's how long it would take to research humanism. I guess the thing to replace it with would be rationalism. Well, we'll replace it with invention, actually, won't we? Okay. Not really seeing a preference, but this has got mines on. Well, even those mines aren't, I think it's much of a muchness. Does it have to be there or there? Let's have a look. Commercial hub, go here, but that's a hill, and that's a hill as well, isn't it? I'm seeing no advantage to which one I do. I think I'm going to go for... If I go for this one, then I don't have to take any. I don't have to remove anything. I can keep all of these improvements. The mine, I lose the mine, but it's not like I have to remove the forest or anything as well. Before I build the commercial hub, I'm going to get the university in the sale one down. Then I'll go market trader, I think. Here we are going coal plant, 26 turns before we get to a university, and go for the Great Library. I'm just wondering. No, we're building a library in 10 turns here. I don't think we can build a library here. It would be better. That has 27.2 science. That has 29.6 science. I'm getting a bit concerned about how soon the Great Library is going to go. I don't think we're going to get it, and I don't even mean the Great Library anyway. I mean Oxford University. This great engineer pretty much in the bag. Filippo Brunzelli. We are finally going to generate some great people, although not scientists. Now he gives us it's a Renaissance. He gives us 945 production towards a thing, and the mausoleum is still out with 1200 production. So I think what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to nip this worker. I don't know where it's appeared from, but I'm going to nip this worker across with five charges, take that down, because I think that mausoleum has to go on that tile. And that will double our engineering charges, which would be useful if we're going for a science victory. Build Oxford University. It's going to take Wanzhou longer. This has to come down here. We have to have the mausoleum, and that has to be the engineer to build it. So we can go for a safer Oxford with less science, or a more risky Oxford with more. Let's have a look at gossip. City status, no. Resources, yields. Can we not kind of like target the deliberate all military, religion, all? I want to know about Australia, I guess. Has he cleared a place? Or Scotland? Scotland maybe. He's just got lots of wars going on. Okay. Oh, I know what we can do. We can go here. We can search for Oxford University. If I can see it being built, okay. So Japan's going for it, but hasn't made a great deal of progress on it yet. Size 10. I'm not sealing an industrial complex in this city, and that's only just started being built, and that's the only Oxford University we can see. Okay, I'm going to risk it, I feel. I'm going to risk it, which might be a mistake. Let's build a commercial hub here with a marketplace and then a trader, as is Tamar. Okay, so that's fine. I don't mind that. We are going to go for the heartbeat of steam because we are building lots of factories, lots of coal plants, lots of industrial area units. I think our next age is going to be a heroic age. We're going to send this guy over here just to pick up this. This we're going to colonise. I'm thinking we need a city here because there's lots of fish and stuff on this side, so we can get lots of food. So a city there. That's not a city, that's Big Ben. A city there with a sail one there would be nice. And that would lead us to build. I mean, ideally we'd want one with the near lots of here. We want this harbour here. We want this harbour, which would be a super harbour. I don't really want to get rid of this forest, so I'm going to put the city down here. Which would make the sail one go here. Okay. And that would probably be the city that built. And we've got a city going down here, possibly another one up here. We've got a city planned for there. We might not be able to do that now, if I'm honest. Oh, we still can. Convention instead of the professional army. We can also run frescoes, but we have no desire to do that. Those are still good, I believe. Yeah, those are pretty good for us. We still don't have a great deal of trade routes, but if we get more trade, I mean, we don't really have the cards for it now. We're probably not going to go, and we don't really need the money. Well, we don't really need the money, so caravansees or triangular trade I'm not going to go for. This is fine, this is perfect for us at the moment, this is perfect. I'm thinking about, future plans here. An encampment in this here, because I know at some point in the future, if I go, well, possibly now I think about it, because my culture is so behind my science is the thing. But at some point in the future, you get, I think it's Cold War or something like that. It's an economic, here we go, space race. No, that's not it. Towards carriers, space race. Integrated space cell is going to be a decent military policy for me to run but I need a military academy in this city, which is going to build a spaceport eventually. So this also needs an academy. Put down its commercial district. No, I can't. Oh, it has. Where did it put it down then? Let's go back to where it was building, which is the coal power plant. I wonder what we're going to put in here. It's got to be something good because it's going to have adjacency to this. But if that's gone down, possibly a theatre square, maybe. No, even that's not very good. Ruhr Valley's up for grabs. And it has to be in this city. It has to be there. And the building Oxford there. That might be a thing to do. I don't think we can get Ruhr Valley and Oxford, to be honest. Can this place build Ruhr Valley? That might change things around a bit. I've still got that engineer making its way down to there. Okay. What are great people points looking like at the moment? We're Leonardo. I mean, it'd be nice to have Leonardo, but it doesn't look like we're going to get him. Saying that, I am... some of this guy is getting more engineer points than me. We'll just carry on plugging away at it. That would be useful for kind of like catching up with culture a bit. What am I thinking? I'm just wondering if this is going to be the city that ends up building... This can't build Ruhr Valley, so this place has to. So if this place is going to build Ruhr Valley, this place is going to build Oxford. It's going to be that simple. It means that I'd rather have Ruhr Valley in the industrial city and Oxford in the science city. Oh dear, I don't know. We could just put them both in there, to be honest. Oh yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. Both of them are nice, but not essential. Beauty. A vast tomb lies over me in Halicarnassus, of such dimensions, of such exquisite beauty as no other shade can boast. Lucian of Samosata. So not only do we get a little bit of culture there, a bit of faith and a bit of science from the coastal cities, we also get the double, well, it's not double engineer, it's engineers have an extra charge, which is useful for some engineers, especially the ones that can build wonders and stuff. Intelligence agency and the bank here for a little bit. I fancy just getting a few more settlers out, to be honest. So we're just going to spend a few turns doing that here. We've got settlers planned to go down here, to go here, 1, 2, 3. We'd want to go let's see. Where else are we going to go on this island? So we wanted to go there for the river, essentially, didn't we? We could canal. I'd want to pick up at least 2 food resources, so I'd need to harbour here or here. Harbouring here just puts a city here with a sail one there, I think, and a sail one down there. So yeah, we'll build a city here. What? No, that's too close, isn't it? I don't know. Well, city here. So that's going to have 1, 2, 3. It's going to pick up this coal and this wine and things like that. This 1, 2, 3. This is all going to belong to Fez. I think we can just about fit another city up here. We can harbour it just there. We're going to pick up turtles, which would be nice because I don't think we've got any. And we can also sail on just here. So we can get 3. So we can get 3 cities down here, 1 up here, and we can get some more down here as well. And I think we could even do another one down here possibly. That should just help boost our stuff. Would be adjacent to this, which would be bad. So I'm going to harbour here. I'm moving the guy across right now, and you can carry on turning out settlers, my mate. Oh, hang on. We might just need to build a sewer thing because we just researched that, didn't we? Yeah, 8 turns for a sewer. Let's just get one of those down. This what is going on with this? We've got Protestant, we've got Buddhist, and then we've got the Eastern Orthodox. Oh, there's a religious war going on at the moment. That tells you. Envoys down in every single city we've met. So we can now switch over to the other. In the 5 turns after we get the diplomat. Oh, hang on, we get more things with diplomatically. What do we get? That's not good. Machiavellism's not good. We won't be using that either, I don't think. Okay, so yeah, that's not as good as I thought it was. But in 5 turns we can switch over to, rather than having the diplomatic league, we will have the charismatic leader. And then we'll try and build the Ruhr Valley just here, I think. That is going to take us 69 turns. Let's see if we can do it. Stonehenge, Temple of Artemis, Oracle. I don't know why we didn't get Oxford then. So let's have a look, see if we can find Oxford. Oxford, who got Oxford? Was it Japan? I don't know where Oxford is. Oxford. We are going to switch over to Ruhr Valley, which is going to go there. We need to obviously to refarm that now because we lost that farm. Slightly annoying. If I'm honest, it's very annoying. But we can live without it. We can still win. Here in Gimi, out in the ocean, in the middle of nowhere. I don't know when we get our next governor. It's not going to be this one. It's going to be this one, isn't it? Enlightenment. We could do with another governor tile ASAP. There's a way around that, isn't there? We can just build the intelligence agency. With that tile, I will get the not Rainer. Where's a governor tile? We can get a governor tile at civil engineering, nationalism. They're going to give us governor tiles, which we're going to soon. But I think we'll just build the. It's ready now. Let's build it. We are going to build the intelligence agency, which gives us another tile, and we'll send this city. I'm tempted. I've plopped down a thing here, but I am going to go for Lang, I think, and we'll just get Lang up and running, just as someone to get royalty, and then we'll get Pingala back to where he should be. How long is it going to take us to get that down? 12 turns? Yeah, it's not too long. 12 turns. Right. Harbour, apparently. Harbour in here, okay. And you are going to go. We could go here. There's lots of fish and stuff around here, but there's going to be no sail one in that district, so it's not brilliant. There will be a sail one in that one. There will be a sail one in this one. That's going to cost us a bit to get down to there, though. We could sail one here, to be honest. But we're aqueducting there. We've got to aqueduct Dell there. So yeah, we will end up sail one in down here, and that will just bring us shed loads of food in. Shed loads. We'll come here. That's going to be a big city down here. Still can only see 3 cities. That is going to be. We could move this up one, but then we'd lose the good harbour. So that will stay there. 3 cities will cover this. We could move this down one, and then no, but this is already covered. Yeah, 3 cities. The engineer after him actually, because we are going to be picking up engineers. Industry builds a factory and workshop in this history. Factory business 2 production. That's a nice one to get. Possibly we might not use the factory production, but the 2 plus 2 production from the factories is nice. Saying that, Japan's nearly there already, isn't he? Are we going to be picking up? We're still not picking up great scientists. Mary Leakey is atomic era. Yeah, what I want to know is the atomic era the last era? I know there's future era. So we are in, well, we're pretty much almost in the modern era now, aren't we? And then it's atomic, then it's information, then it's future. So I think we might pick up a few scientists that will help us with the spaceship. That'll be useful. We are going to build a lighthouse in here. A lighthouse or a granary? A lighthouse, I think. No, a granary. You see, what I'm looking at this. -2 amenities, 3 out of 4 housing. We'll build a granary, but we do need to sort out our amenity situation. And the solution to that is, you can go straight onto River Valley, can't you? And the solution to that is going to be building some entertainment complexes. Ideally, I'd kind of want one in this area here, but away from these sail ones. We could build one here, and then we'd probably catch those 2 as well. What is the range? I want to know, what is the range of a entertainment complex? The entertainment complex gives us arena, stadiums, thermal baths, and, well, it gives us arena, stadiums and zoos, essentially. But if we look at something like a stadium, bonus amenities extended to each city centre within 6 tiles. So if we built one like here, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would get this city, would get this city, would get this city. If we built one here, we'd probably catch 4 cities with it. So there would be a nice place for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'd catch these 4 cities. And then we can extend it further with districts and things like that. But if we're going to build, ideally we'd want it, and a third, let's see if I can get words. If we built something like, let's see if I can do this, staying away from this sail one, if I built a theatre square and an entertainment district in that square and that square, or even that square and that square, let's see, yeah, theatre square, let's actually do some tax, because we're actually doing a little bit of planning now, aren't we? Theatre square, gay Jews in theatre square. We're not building a theatre square here because that's adjacent to this. There is no way we can build anything adjacent to that one, unfortunately. Theatre square, entertainment complex, water park, entertainment complex, theatre square, like that. So what I'm saying is, Guangzhou can build its theatre square here. Guangzhou can build an entertainment complex and a theatre square here and here. This means that these theatre squares will get 2 from the entertainment complex, I think. Resources. No, not resources, help. I'm a bit unsure. If I'd say my culture play is a lot weaker than my science play. No, it's not what I want. Theatre square. Theatre. No, okay, theatre square. No. I can't even find what I'm looking for. Cultural. No. City-states, districts, Crocopolis, and it is called a theatre square. Okay. We get +1 culture from every 2 adjacent district tiles, and +2 culture from entertainment and from water tiles. I mean, again, that's something that's going to be happening down here, I feel, is we are going to, and that's something else I kind of want to just quickly check is, I don't know, aquarium, for instance. Aquarium. Bonus amenities extends to each city centre within 9 tiles. Okay, so we don't need aquariums in all the cities either, but we could do something like an aquarium here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would actually would pick up all those cities, wouldn't it? And a sail one there. So if we could build an aquarium around here somewhere, and we could also build an entertainment complex around here, and that would catch an awful lot of cities. Whatever, to purchase Lang. Lang is going to go over here to Gimhae in exile, and we are going to get Bengala back to where he should be, in the biggest city, Guangzhou. I don't know how to say the names of these cities, by the way. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Any city here to send my spy to steal money? We're going to have to go to... I guess we might as well go to a science place. If we go to Japan, they've got lots of science, so we could probably hang around in Kyoto for quite a while and steal tech boosts. Let's do that. He's going to be a bit of a pain, I think, isn't he? Our nearest Hawacha is this one. It's quite a precious one. Why are we being told to go down there? We don't need to go down there. They'll take him anyway. Well, yeah, we'll take him anyway. And we'll send him up here to this and bring him down here probably to sort out that encampment that's obviously there. This worker is going to clear this forest. This city, we're just going to make sure that we're working at the marsh rice tile for optimum growth, and we'll just finish off. A watermill in this city would be brilliant actually, because this is going to be a big city. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is going to be a big city. My entertainment complex now, and we will do theatre squares later. We could even lay the theatre square down now as well. Okay, but we will build the entertainment complex. But we've still got a room for another district. Oh, we've not even built the commercial district here yet. Okay, well, we'll carry on with it then. So we have to go for. I mean, we have to have invention still, don't we? We have to have invention. We have to have rationalism. We have to have rationalism. So we're going to place serfdom with rationalism. We've got to have that. Those two aren't quite so. The diplomatic league are quite like. Why is that not charismatic leader? That should be charismatic leader by now. I'm pretty sure. Let's just escape out of this. Policy. Are you sure you want to exit the menu? Yes. We are looking at our city states. Everyone's a 2. So yes. Okay. Let's try that again. We are going for. Dark is fine, wildcard, it's fine. I mean, we are in a dark age. Robber barons, 30% gold in cities with stock exchange, 25% protection in cities with factory but -2 amenities. I can't do that. Elite forces, isolationism, letters of marque. So I'm happy with the diplomatic, I'm happy with the wildcard. The economic, I'm going to switch out the serfdom for the rationalism. Rationalism and natural philosophy. So we get extra science from buildings and campuses. 50% if the city is 15 or higher. That doesn't count for anything yet. 50% if the district is at least +4 adjacency bonus, which is all of them. So all of our universities and libraries are going to get 50% science. Cool. We are just getting to that point in the game where we're getting cities that can just start to begin to churn out workers. I don't know what I'm going to do with Ada Lovelace, if I'm completely honest. I mean, we could pass. I mean, mainly I want the trigger for computers. I don't think I need computers, to be honest. Because what am I going? Chemistry into rocketry. Where's computers up there? And then I don't need computers for satellites, bizarrely. Yeah, rocketry into satellites, and then when we go down into nanotechnology, I still don't think we need computers. Wow. How can you have nanotechnology without computers? That's bizarre. We'll just have to remember that. Or we could just use her. Where would I like to build? So I'm looking for a small city that I would like to build an extra district in. I'm not really seeing any. I mean, even these new cities, that's going to be big, so I'm not really worried about population here. That's going to be big enough. I'm not seeing a city at all where I'm thinking, oh, I wish I could slip an extra district into there. Yeah, I'm almost immediately. I'm thinking, where has she gone? I'm just going to use her. Boom. Oh, she gets 2 charges as well now, doesn't she? That was my capital, by the way. 4 more, I think. 4 more. So we're going to come down here. We'll have a city here, city here, city there. I'll just show that again. This is on the tundra. So city here, city here, city here, city here. These are mainly they're going to be kind of like fishing towns. What I'm wanting to do with those cities is just kind of like get some lighthouses up and some more trade routes to go to Guangzhou to help with protecting the jungle. Excellent. I'm not keen on the nationalism. Well, I'm not keen on. We've got to get it. We'll go for the civil engineering first because that's going to give us better builders, which we probably can't use. And then we'll head up into urbanisation. As far as culture concerned, I really need to be going for ideology. I think is good. Capitalism, not so much. No, I'm seeing nothing good about capitalism. But the 5-year plan, that is pretty good. That would be nice to get that. It's 3 science plus 5 science with an additional power. We're running nationalism, so it's going to be 12 science per city. Nice. Where are we at the moment with science? We're getting 200 per turn. Top player is Japan with 312. If I kind of like look at the victories, it says we're coming. Yeah, we're going to win this. Person who's coming second, Japan, is getting 312.4 per turn. And the third person is Australia with 200 per turn. So I'm equal with the third person, but these guys have researched more, which means that they're kind of like they're going into their technology tree flat, whereas I'm beelining things for victory conditions. So I'm super confident because I think the guys who are, the better guys, whoever they are. I mean, I don't know who this person is. I've not met them yet. But Japan and Australia, really, isn't it? I mean, big criticism of this guy to be the AI. Satellites, no, rocketry. 4 turns for rocketry. What 4 things? So what do we need? Flight, steam power, radio, rocketry. I wouldn't mind a bit of steam power, to be honest. I haven't got a military engineer. I can't get them either. But they're not a bad idea because then you can get railroads connecting wind power, which just makes defending a little easier. With these Archers, I think I'm pretty safe. Everyone seems to like me. Australia doesn't. Let's have a look. Let's have a little diplo. We'll establish some embassies, and we'll try and figure out why people don't like us. He keeps their citizens happy and loyal. Okay, so hang on. So that was him. Tamar doesn't like us. We can get a embassy in there, however, and she doesn't like us because we don't have any walls. Okay, I can live with that. Japan, we can get an embassy in there, and we don't have faith or culture, so Japan doesn't like us. Korea, this isn't Korea. This is Sweden. Sweden does like us for unknown reasons. I don't know why he doesn't like us, and we've run out of gold. Wow, I didn't realise it was going to cost that much. Okay, we'll carry on with this in a bit. Possibly we ought to build some banks and stuff. I've been concentrating on theatre squares, but we could get some banks up as well, mainly in these 2 cities, I think. A little bit of loyalty, and that is going to be sufficient just to make sure that it doesn't flip over to Arabia. But I'm just going to farm around the Sewon. So we've got 3 people working in the factory. We're going to have 2 people working in the university soon. It's got 40 food. It needs 28. It's going to be out of control, isn't it? Which is fine. People are just going to work in the speciality districts, I think. So we've got Theatre Square that can work. We've got the bank and the harbour and places like that. That'll be fine. They haven't got a harbour, but you know what I mean. That would be quite useful. And which one would I want? When you use religious units, no, that's never going to happen. What about Ansham? For each great work of writing, science from relic and after, that's pretty useless to us. Are they the only 2 science states we can see? Yeah. Okay, well, what about industrial states? Because we're quite industrious. There are no industrial states. What about Villiers? What does that do? We'll just have to go for a easy one, I think. And Fez is an easy one, so we're going to go for Fez. Essentially, I'm looking at ideology will give us the 5-year plan. Communism will give us the collective trade routes, and I think then what do we get? 3 military, 3 economic, and 1 wild card. So we'd have 4 cards to play with, and we've got rationalism. We've got the adjacency one. So yeah, we've got a bit of wriggle room there, I think. Cold War gives us something good, I'm pretty sure. No, Cold War doesn't give us anything good. Okay, is it Space Race? Yeah, Space Race will give us the integrated military cell. And rapid deployment will give us the Amsden Scott Research Station, which I'm probably not going to get if I'm completely honest, because my culture is severely lacking improvement. Then I'm going to be looking at Rayner, I think, as a next. Oh, hang on, no, we need to get Space Initiative. I want to kind of like look at his tiles. I think there's 2 we need for that. So we're going to go for the aquaculture on Lang. And that will just give all our coastal cities an ability just to kind of like get a bit better. Then we're going to be looking at Space Initiative, I think. It's a little alarming. We're heading into a golden age next turn. I'm going to send this archer down here to sort out these infantrymen. That's this, isn't it? Let's grab our boat. And we will have to do a little bit of boat action, I believe, before we can just kind of like let Guangzhou loose and build everything else it needs to build. It's not going to build an entertainment district because there's one just up here. So it's, yeah, we'll get the settlers out first, I think. I might settle some areas down here in a bit. Just, let's see, this, we'll go for here, and then we'll have a settler there. In fact, I'm even thinking I might just delay these last few settlers a bit. I'd like a little bit more money. I'm just looking at my money. It's gone down to 3.1 at the moment. It's a bit scary, so I'm just going to focus. Yeah, I'm just going to prioritise some banks and some stock exchanges and stuff like that, just to make sure that bad things don't happen. Just shot up to, I think it's because of that. Our science is now at 299 compared to, we have overtaken Australia now with science. We're very close to Japan. We're probably nowhere near that secret player who is hidden, who don't know who that is. I wonder who it could be. Isn't it? Aluminium. I think we'll be able to trade it off other cities if we can't get hold of it. We've got one there. There's one in Vilnius. There's one there in the middle of Japan. In Japan, that we can't get. Kandy. We could conquer Kandy, I suppose. That's an option. That's never going to be ours. Aluminium we might be struggling with. That might have consequences down the road. So that we can never trade aluminium, I don't know. Refuse.